Welcome back everyone. Tried filming the intro but you can't really hear it for the wind. I'm just going to leave you with this. I welcome you back to another stealth camping video down by the beach again. I'm trying not to get samey, but it's a good spot and there's no shame in going back. The weather's a bit worse than it was last time. But yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit. Came in here to get out the wind, it was pointless. It's pissing down as well, I don't know if you can tell. Has been for a few days now, the river's in flood. Someone fishing there, look. New camping chair. I can't actually find ground as good as the spot I went last. I think I might just have to copy myself again. Yeah, back in the same spot. Can't fucking keep away from them lot. Time to get the tent up then. I'm not going to mess about. Swear down when you're pushing these pegs in, you don't know if it's going to go through the ground first, so your fucking hand. Had a minor disaster there. I had it pitched with the door facing this way into the wind. Obviously all the rain's just going to go in, so I've turned it round. There's a bit of a piss take, but I've done it now. I think that's quite well pitched. Yeah, I appear to have gotten away with that. The inner's pretty much dry, except that I've put my hand on the floor then. Still wearing my piss wet through waterproof. I'll get the bag unpacked. Right, I've got all my stuff out the bag. The sleeping mat was a tiny bit wet. I'm just going to let that dry out. I know I should have a rain cover, but I managed to make do without one so far. I honestly think you can get away without using one a lot of the time if you dry bag your stuff. Main problem is carrying around the weight of the water. Right, I'm in the tent drying off now. Here's me waterproofs, just soaking the spot there. Absolutely hoying it down like. Right then, now that we're all in our stealth camp spot of unkempt appearance and behaviour, we'll have a look at the food we've got. So I've got some burgers for the main meal, 4 of them, big uns, and some buns. I've got 2 buns, so I'm going to be having like 2 double burgers basically. I've got these 2 flapjacks. That's it. And I've got these coffees. I've also got the drinks. This can of Cornish lager that I got in the shop for like less than £1. And one of these rhubarb and custard fruity ciders. We've got the fire maple for cooking on. Some of these things. And this thing. We've also got the jet boil. I know it's a bit daft carrying 2 entire cooking systems, and I know it's a bit daft carrying that 14 and that. You're probably wondering how I even got it in my bag, but I haven't invested in a cup yet to go with the BCB stove, so I'm just doing things as I can do them. Right then, I'm going to get set up. Just bring you in to enjoy the rain with me. I know some people like the sound of it on the tent, so I'm just going to leave this in. I appear to have pitched on a bit of a slope. Yeah, it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad. Might have one of these. Right, it's time for me to have a smoke and enjoy one of these, and I'll bring you back in a minute. Cheers everyone. It's formed up a little bit. This is to everyone who's still watching the video. Apologise if I've lost any of you for coming to the same spot twice, but if you're really that bothered, go watch someone else. Don't actually, but stay here watching this. Now I'm going to have me step 3 and crack on. I'm doing this thing now where I'm only talking to the camera when I've got something to say, because I find that when I'm editing videos I'm getting like, for instance, if I get like 90 minutes of footage, I'll get a half-hour video out of it, 35 minutes-ish. Yeah, I just want to get it to a point where I'm not repeating anything I'm saying, I'm not doing extra takes of stuff. I'm just straight up like uploading the clips in order and putting them in a video. Yeah, at the moment I spend a lot of my time cutting shit out, and every now and then I go on tangents and I just cut it out, but I'm going to start doing less of that. Trying to put like less filter on stuff. I think that's just my way of saying I'm gonna get lazy with the editing. Ah well. Nights are closing in as well now. It's sunset's just before 9 tonight. I'll put you in the vestibule because the tripod you attached to is dripping water all over my sleeping mat. I was gonna bring the Orion tonight and have a bit more room, because I knew I'd be sitting inside it for ages given the weather, but seeing as it's this windy I thought I'd just bring the sturdier option. Because there's no denying this is like a stronger tent. Less panel to sort of flap around in the wind. And a bigger gap between the inner and the outer. That rain's back on again now. Pretty light at the moment. Right everyone, I think it's about time we had some food. So I've got me boigers, and I'm gonna get my pan, and I'm gonna get me stove thingy. First things first, we need to get the stove set up. Then we want to place our block of fuel in it, like so. And then add burgers to the pan. Need to add the bag as well. And then we light that. Now if we can get the flame going in this bloody wind. Back in a minute. You have no idea how difficult that was. Got it though. It's not the best with wind like, but you can make it work. Burgers are sizzling nicely now. Another thing I've noticed is it's still ever so slightly hotter in the middle of the pan than it is on the outside, so you have to twist the burgers around, like move the insides out on each, kind of turn them that way or that way, or that. Instead of doing that absolutely horrible shit with the lighter again, I'm gonna put a block on while this one's still burning. If you're wondering how I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna put it on the fork and then slide it in there. There we go. I believe that should work anyways. That's the only reason why it shouldn't. They're cooking nicely. Just had to shoot a spider out the tent. One of them gangly ones, like with a little tiny pod body. Ooh. That is the colour a burger should be when it's done. No arguing. No fucking arguing. Yeah, they're done now. I'm going to get one bun. Yeah, I haven't bought much food with me tonight compared to what I usually bring. The aim is just to not be carrying half of it back. I'm usually quite hungry in the morning, but it's just motivation to go home earlier, isn't it? I'm going to take them off the heat. birds sounded like people. I'll just let that die down. It's granning time. It's probably going to be quite hot. I do wish I bought sauce. Maybe like some salt or something. Not that they need it. I cook the second ones now. See, going again. The rain's back on now. Heavy. Sizzle developing. It's time to add another block on that. End of the fork burning. They're looking pretty done. Boiger. Just leave that in there, hopefully it fills up with water and then we can do some washing it. That would know. Get the lamp up now. It's a pain in the arse when handed. The hoop for you to hang your light on is so much smaller in this. There. It's got really dark in the past couple of minutes, sun's just set. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to crack open a cider soon. Just check the weather, the wind's due to get a little tiny bit worse after midnight and then calm down for the morning. I don't know what it says for rain, but that always lies anyways. Got the light on now, as you can tell. Just chilling, finishing my boiger. And then I'm gonna think about getting in bed. I fancy an early one. Just been having the radio on then, turned it off for copyright reasons obviously. Had me burgers, I'm gonna have me cider I think, and then I'm gonna get in bed. Get back in the tent now. Been waiting to do this for a while. Glad to have the door closed. Right then. Bottle time I think. That's a thought. I wonder if the people on the train, when they've got the window open, they'll be able to hear me if I go, "Hey mate!" right as they go past. Tent's going absolutely mad in the wind. Steam coming out of it. This is a, pretty sure I've had one of these before. That rhubarb, I nearly said rhubarb and custard thing. They're lovely these, the sweet ones. Sticky one! Just watching the Cumbrian Wanderer. If you're watching this, big up. Right in the middle of Workington Town Centre, next to the multi-storey car park. It's next to the Red Bridge where Central Station used to be. To be honest, I've been there like millions of times and I wouldn't have in my life thought of going there. So good on Cumbrian Wonder, go and check him out. Presumably Workington based. I'm just imagining a dual camp at the Lily Hall roundabout. Hit me up. Yeah, that would be pretty hilarious, like. Right, that's me going to bed. I'm going to rearrange me mat. I have my head end this way, but I'm going to put it that way so I'm not on the slope. I sleep on my left, so I like to face the door, but that would put me on like a weird angle, like right here I'm kind of sliding towards the back of the tent, so I'm going to sort that out in a minute. I'll see you in the morning. Slept in a bit. I woke up at around 2:30 when the tide was up. The tide's low again now. Last night I woke up and the breakers were literally there. Like they were underneath this grass here. Got me waterproofs drying. I don't think it'll do much, but making a coffee now. Got my cup out. Got the coffees themselves, and while I'm at it, gonna have breakfast. Breakfast. I was woke up at about 6:30 this morning by that fucking freight train going past. Just like, what the fuck? And then I went straight back to bed. Probably sound weird in the mornings as well. My voice is always dead nasally. What are you doing? There's a coffee. The fuck's that? Can you hear some kind of weird animal? What? Yeah, when I finish this, I'm going to tear down the love shack, get it all in the bag, and then we'll head home. I'm going to do this before I forget. Fucking lamp. I'm going to try and get stuff away now. Starting with the sleeping bag. Bag away. As you were saying with the mat. Bag's still a bit wet from yesterday. Putting all the rubbish in the pan. And I can just bin it when I get home and wash the pan. And there's the electrics. Let the jet boil away now. Bet oil. That's that. Missing something, wasn't I? That's my caveman brain trying to leave the fucking lamp in the tent. Still. That's the tent empty. Maybe not. Hold on. Nah, the tent's actually empty of sand as well now. Put the little BCB stove away. I think as well you can kind of chip out the ash out of it. There, look, if you play your cards right, you can get the ash out as like one block. Just throw that away and you've got a relatively clean thing there. This bloody network rail engineer's just gone past his bloody high vis on and he's hard hat and that. Don't know what he's doing, like. It's just saying good day innit, and I'm like, aye. Busted. It's alright, he probably thinks I'm mental. I think I can take these off a washing line now. I'm taking the tent down now. See, I've took the end guy lines out so they're just kind of collapsing, but it's still alright. That's half the battle there, getting that first fold. Good distance, got these pants flying away. And it probably will be. Right then, that's all my stuff packed away. I'm gonna skedaddle now. Back. Repeat, we have bag on back. Feels about 10 like even it was yesterday. See, I've used all the water. I've had both drinks as well. Ah well. In fact, before we go, have me flapjack. What would it give? Those cows fucking want me. I can see them thinking, is it shallow enough? Can I get to him? Anyways people, I hope that lived up to your expectations, whatever they might have been. If you enjoyed and you want to see more, subscribe, like and comment. If there's anything you want to see, let me know and I'll try and incorporate it. If there's anything you don't want to see, again, that's what the comments are for. But yeah, thank you for watching the video and I'll see you soon. Right, you assume Jeremy Wade.